Hello, and our next CrowdProperty.com funding opportunity takes us up to Cheshire. This is 99 Chester Road, Winsford, CW7 2NG. Now, CrowdProperty is a specialist project lender utilising a diverse source of capital to provide debt lending to professional property businesses through their online platform. CrowdProperty is authorised and regulated by the Financial Conduct Authority under permission number 723959. CrowdProperty is not covered by the Financial Services Compensation Scheme. There are risks with any loans you make, and just like all peer-to-peer lending, your capital is at risk. CrowdProperty endeavours to protect all lenders. This is done by registering the legal first charge against the property project. This means that in the very unlikely event a borrower defaults on the loan, CrowdProperty will be able to take ownership of the project and manage it for the lenders. Now, the subject company for this project is Popular Properties Limited. Their company number is 12009576. And the director of the company is Ola. I'm delighted to say that he's with us here today. Welcome along. Tell us a little bit more about your background.
Thank you so much, Andy. My name is Ola Popula. I've got over 20 years experience within investment banking. I've had the privilege to work for some of the leading investment banks. I've got experience within the housing, property development, and also contracting. I've worked on a few land developments ranging from GDVs over 5 million to up to 10 million pounds. And this is one of the opportunities we're putting forward to investors.
And on this project, you're using the services of Mark Kimpton. Tell us about him.
Mark Kimpton is a qualified quantity surveyor. He's obviously the owner of Bella Property Solutions based in London. He's vastly experienced, first class, graduate of, South Bank University. Has experience of working on, development schemes, from £50,000 to 50 million. So he will be helping us out with the development appraisals, value engineering, cost estimation, and project monitoring.
Now, this project is the construction of 3 new dwellings in a very popular residential area. CrowdProperty has agreed a gross loan facility of £740,000. That's going to be raised in 3 phases. This loan is for 15 months, paying interest at a rate of 7.9% per annum equivalent. Interest is going to be retained and paid monthly. And this is the first phase raise, which is for £180,000. Now, the property then is in Winsford. Tell us about that local area.
Well, Winsford it's a sought after area. It's just about 5 miles to the south of Hertford, another sought after area in Cheshire. The travel time to Manchester from the location of the site is just about 30 to 45 minutes. Manchester Airport is about 15 to 25 minutes away. Winsford itself is well known for well-to-do or if you like outstanding schools from primary to secondary schools. And obviously, that's one of the reasons why we chose to develop in this vicinity.
Planning permission was granted by the Cheshire West and Cheshire Council. Their reference is 20/01902/FUL, with the planning consent being for the building of these 3 new dwellings, including access and landscaping and other associated works. The borrower obtained the site via an option agreement as greenfield land and achieved the planning consent at his own cost. This loan then is for up to 15 months. As I said earlier, it's to be raised over 3 phases. This project will be first charge secured, and the exit strategy is that once the borrower has completed the works, the unit's going to be sold on the open market. Here's the location plan. You can see the map as to where we are. We're up in the northwest, and you can see where we are in relation to Northwich. The CrowdProperty flag, of course, pointing to Winsford. On the right-hand side, it shows a little bit more of a local detail as to where it is inside of Winsford area. The local area has a population of around about 33,000 people. It's within the unitary authority of Cheshire West and Chester and the county of Cheshire. And Winsford is split into 3 neighbourhoods, over on the western side of the River Weaver, Wharton on the eastern side, and Swanlow and Dean. King Henry III and Henry I occasionally held court at Darnhall near Winsford, and the latter king founded Vale Royal Abbey at Darnhall, but then moved it in 1277 to nearby Whitegate. And Winsford grew up around the salt mining industry, and its legacy can be seen in the three lakes known as the Flashes, which was used to transport the salt to nearby Northwich and on to Liverpool for export. So here's then the proposed development. There's three different units. How did you come across this project then, Ola?
Very good question, Andy. I came across it through a local estate agent, and they will be helping us out as well with the sale of the units. So it was actually, marketed on Rightmove. It had planning, I beg your pardon, outline planning just for 2 units, but we've been able to secure planning now for 3 units.
The total GDV is coming in at 1.225 million. And here are the floor plans. Talk us through what you're going to be building.
So we're going to be building 3 houses, all 4 bedrooms. I think we've taken into consideration the current, market demands for larger homes on the back of the pandemic. So as you can see from the plan, these are, large houses, as we obviously looking to attract, families looking to sort of, live in large homes, simply because of, of the pandemic. So the 4th bedroom, for instance, is en suite. The rooms downstairs are also sort of en suite, and you have a toilet as well, a WC on the ground floor.
And then there's the elevations for the first unit. What are you going to be building it with?
It's going to be built by bricks. We're going to be using traditional method of construction on this. If you scroll through the CGIs as well, you see the brick we're going to be using, which the local estate agent said to us it's going to be quite appealing to prospective purchasers.
Now that's the detached property. The other 2 are a pair of semis. Talk us through this layout.
The 2 semis are quite similar actually to the detached in terms of size. Each measures around 1,550 square foot, which like I said, it's large enough to sort of accommodate large families, which obviously will be one of our target markets. Each of the units are actually 4 beds, quite similar to the detached as well.
And this utilizes the roof space as well. We can see there on the elevations how it's going to be looking.
Correct. So you have a 1 bedroom sitting in the roof space. Like I said, we sort of we looking to sort of create a larger space because there's a huge demand for larger spaces on the back of the pandemic.
And here is how the proposed street scene is going to look with the layout of those 3 properties side by side as we go through there. And this is the proposed site plan. So you've got access then with a road just next door to property labelled number 99.
Correct. So the current vendor owns 99, and we are looking to purchase the site at the back of 99 Chester Road.
And here are the computer generated images. Who's your target market for these properties?
I think our target market will range, from first-time buyers to homeowners looking to expand, looking to sort of to acquire larger spaces, like I said earlier. So I think we have a range of prospective buyers, you say. So, and here's the reason why we decided to choose this location. And also we'll be targeting downsizers, you say. So people looking to downsize from places like Hertford to Winsford, but still looking to maintain that large accommodation.
I've got some other case studies I'd like you to talk through if we can. This first one's in Deansgate in Manchester. What did you do on this one?
So this is a conversion project which we completed around March. It's currently on the market for sale. We've sort of completed the conversion of a commercial unit into 3 studio apartments. We've sort of followed the same methodology as the site in Winsford, put it through planning. We got a main contractor on a JCT contract, and we project manage that.
And the second one is on the Wirral. Talk us through this.
So the Wirral is one of our projects we're going to kickstart very soon. We actually secured planning on the site, quite similar to the site in Winsford. We secured planning more or less at the same time as the site in Winsford. Secured the site via option agreement. And we've been able to achieve planning for 6 units, and we'll be on site very soon on this project as well.
So returning back to the project then in Winsford, the total loan facility is £740,000. It's being raised in 3 phases. This first phase is for £180,000. RICS verified the current market value at the start of the build to be £280,000. They also verified the gross development value at 1.225 million. The contracted construction cost is coming in at £587,000. Initial loan to value is 64.3%. The loan to gross development value, including interest, is 64.4%, and excluding interest is 60.4%. The maximum loan period is for up to 15 months. The exit strategy is to sell the units on completion of the works, and investors are going to get paid 7.9% per annum equivalent interest on this first phase. Is going to be retained and paid monthly to lenders. The project will be first charge secured against the property. So your next steps are to make sure that you understand the loan. Please carry out your own due diligence and then decide how much you would like to lend. CrowdProperty.com is the place to be to pledge on launch. The anti-money laundering checks will be carried out, and then you'll be invited to send your funds to your own online e-wallet. You'll start earning interest on completion of the loan agreement. So this phase one is for £180,000, paying interest monthly at the equivalent rate of 7.9% per annum for the property known as 99 Chester Road, Winsford in Cheshire, CW7 2NG. Thanks for watching this CrowdProperty.com funding opportunity. We look forward to you joining us again soon for more funding opportunities very soon back here at CrowdProperty.com.